What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's talk gold and silver, man. There's a lot of questions coming in. Somebody said, did I have insider information because the market is responding the way I just released that video? I think it was on Sunday night or so. No, I don't have insider information. Well, I don't know. We'll discuss it here in a second. But before we get going, aren't these some sexy looking bars? Look at these bad boys, man. Beautiful. Anyways, let's move on over here, you guys, real quick. If you're thinking about buying precious metals, now is the time. Talk about buying on the dip more than ever. All right, we're going to get into that here again in just a little bit. But if you are considering, please give our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. If you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. If you already got your free half ounce, you won't get no more. All right, here we go over here. So we have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. Over here, we talk about investments such as gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, and foreign currency investments. No politics. Bring that over to here. Ooh, 48 new people. Bring that over to here. Over here, we talk about QAnon, NESARA, GESARA, politics, current events, 9/11, false flag events, chemtrails, the whole 9 yards. Just be respectful. If you don't have a Facebook account, I got a Twitter. The link is in the description. Come on over and join me, would you? All right, so let's get into the markets real quick here on gold and silver. Of course, it's taking a dip, and I told you guys, I think it was Sunday, I released a video telling you guys to get ready. So there's a number of things. First of all, if you've been paying attention to my gold and silver videos, I told you there was going to be an attempt to knock the price down of gold and silver, a big chunk, somewhere between around, I think I said $1,600 at the time, and then silver down to, I think it was around $10 or $12. But over this past week before Sunday, when I made the video, I kept watching these people who were talking about gold and silver, but I like watching the historians, all right? So I'm watching them speak, and I've heard this before, but I've forgotten about it, and I wanted to mention it. And so they were going on talking about every time before it skyrockets, they see this pattern. There's a trend. And the trend is that somehow they'll force the price of gold and silver down. It's to shake the amateurs. It's to shake speculators. That's us people. What they do is he said, a lot of them had said they had predicted that they would drop the price down for gold to around $1,800. Okay, it was below $1,900. And then they felt like silver would be knocked down to $20 an ounce. So I remembered that. I was like, yeah, I've seen this trend. I've seen this pattern. And that's why I released a video that I did on Sunday night telling you guys if you see this. And the trend is they'll lower the prices, but it'll go down sometimes like a month or two. It'll stay down low, and then it'll skyrocket. All right? And, of course, I told you, see, I look at things differently. People see this as a loss. To me, I think of cost averaging. I did a video on what cost averaging is. This is an opportunity to pick up silver and gold at a cheaper price. So buy on the dip. Okay, so a lot of you guys have a lot of money that you've been sitting on hoping this would happen. I always say this, look, you don't know if it's going to happen or not. You don't know when it's going to skyrocket. So when I got the money to buy gold and silver, I'll go ahead and buy it. I don't wait for it to go up and down. I have a much bigger agenda when it comes to gold and silver. And I have, it's a little bit more long term. So I don't care about what the price is right now. Of course, if you can have an opportunity to go ahead and buy it at a cheaper rate, then of course you want to do so. So I think this is one of those games they're playing. I still think it's artificial. You want to know why? Look at cryptocurrencies. I mean, they're not dropping down a little. These are pretty good little chunk, just like gold and silver. I see gold now is getting right back in that normal range between 1920 and 1970. So see, it was down. It was down around, it was in 1800s, like 1897. I seen it 1880 something the other day. So that means that's being, again, it's being supported above the 1900 mark, right? Silver, of course, we're looking at somewhere between 2650 and 2720, where it's been bouncing around. Obviously, it's a little lower than that. But here's the thing I'm talking about that's driving me crazy. It's how you know it's artificial. Look at all the markets are down at the same time. It should not be this way. The safe haven against the market is cryptocurrencies and gold and silver. The fact that they're down too tells me it's just being manipulated. All right, so very, very interesting. So all you guys are just like me. We're slobbering a little bit. We're watching the market closely because what? Why is that? Well, we want to jump on these prices when they drop down, and that's a pretty good drop. Now, if you're looking at where silver is right now, it's at 24.86. My guess is with the with the premiums on there, you're probably paying somewhere close to $27. I'm just being conservative at the moment. So $27 an ounce compared to where it was like about 30 or 32. You're saving anywhere from $3 to $5 per ounce. So there's a lot of us who buy a lot of ounces at one time. That's a huge chunk of savings. That's even more silver in your pocket, if you get my drift. All right, gold, yeah, it's got a premium on it too. But again, it's starting to stay in that range again, once again, in that range. So to me, it did drop down when I seen it in the 1800s. I was like, oh, here we go. Let's see if it gets there. Let's see if it gets close to where I thought it might go. And so, no, it's not there yet. But again, I anticipate them doing this. You're going to start seeing people sitting there on the, and this is because, in case you're wondering, there's a combination of things. One, I don't know if they approved the stimulus check yet. I don't think they have. Two, we got a lot of fighting going on as far as, the Supreme Court justice. That's affecting the markets a little bit as well. What else is going on there? You're going to see a lot of people from JP Morgan and companies like that talk about, oh, yeah, we don't need to go into gold and silver. Ignore that talk. You're going to see articles. Speaking of JP Morgan, did I not tell you this is what happens? Did I not tell you this? September 23rd, that's today's news. What did I tell you? There's no discouraging these people from committing the crimes that they do. They make trillions of dollars off this, and then they only pay a small fine. So JP Morgan made trillions, but guess how much their fine is? Almost $1 billion. Do you think they give a rat's ass? If I knew I could commit a crime and get away with it, well, not get away with it. If I could make $1 million off a crime, and then I got caught and all I had to pay was $10,000, really, what's my discouragement? And there's no jail time for me. Why would I stop doing what I'm doing? That's the same thing with these banks. These banks, the court system, the media, and our politicians are all bed buddies. They're a part of the huge crime syndicate. So yeah, they steal from the rich and give to the poor. I mean, steal from the poor and keep it to the rich. This is how they do it. That's why I'm saying we got to watch what they're doing, not what they're saying. I did a video last night about the Rothschilds claiming to be getting out of the gold business. Do you believe that? Do you really believe that? The other thing I thought was interesting is, hey, the Rothschilds have been playing the gold game for 261 years. 261 years. They have an underground vault in which they store everything. Yeah, that family's beyond wealthy. They're at a point now in their life where money means nothing. They're bored. They don't need a challenge of making money. In that article I showed you last night, on the transactions for gold and silver banks, they get a piece of every single transaction. So for them, they're just bored. So what do rich people do when they're bored? Well, they screw with the poor people. They play games with them and they manipulate them. They do all kinds of crap. But anyways, I wanted to show you this because this is exactly what I was talking about in the video. I think they should strip them of their license, all their businesses around the world, strip them of their license so they can't be a bank anymore. Seize all their assets and settle it. Make sure all of their clients get their money back. And then with the rest of the money, figure out who got ripped off and who didn't. Make sure they get their money back. As long as they keep doing this, nothing is going to stop them from doing that. $1 billion. Big freaking deal. It sounds like a lot, but this is what they do. Look at it. They go, well, we'll put in the news that they had to pay $1 billion. And people are like, yay, there you go, get them. No, no. They made trillions. They only had to pay $1 billion. And it's not even $1 billion. This is almost $1 billion. Nobody's going to go to jail. Or if they do, they'll throw some of them low-hanging people under the bus. They might get probation. We'll see what happens. The CEO of JP Morgan, if Biden wins, I think Biden wants to make him in charge of the Treasury, I think it is, or in the Federal Reserve. Biden, the Democrats want to do that. These same people who are committing these crimes, this guy wants to put him in charge of our institutions. So anyways, yeah, you guys, I seen this. Look, I told you, I don't panic. I'm not panicking at all. Look at that. Is that below 25 now, silver? No, why would I panic? I already knew this is coming, and you guys should not panic neither. This is not the real value at all. Even the people that I heard saying that they were going to try to do this and showing you the trends that this happens, they'll do this. It'll stay low for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden, it'll skyrocket. So you'll see it do some weird swings up, weird swings down. And that's just to get people nervous. They don't know what's going on. And therefore, you start selling your... So as soon as it gets up to somewhere where you paid for it originally, people will usually go, I'm too scared, and they'll sell it. That's a bad, bad move. I keep telling you guys, watch what they do, not what they say. I warned you that this was coming, so none of you guys should be scared. None of you guys should be stressing. You guys should already be expecting this. I did tell you that even if it dropped down to $1 an ounce for both metals, I would not be tripping off of it at all. I know better. I know what's coming. I can look out there and see what's going on. Anyways, what's happening is they're trying to claim that this is a response to the power of the dollar. You know, the same dollar. Oh, see, it is. I just had a refresh. There you go. Refresh. There you go. $23. Look at that. So, like I said, it would get down to $20 for silver and $1,800 for gold. I'm almost there where I said it was going to be. And I said not to be shocked. All I had to do is refresh that bad boy. So don't panic. Buy on the dip. All right, you guys? Just keep waiting though a little bit. See what happens. Some of you guys are going, well, I'm going to wait till it stops dipping. Yeah, I hear you. It could make a difference in a lot of money you spend. But this is a pretty good drop. Let's go to hit $2,200 before 2020 ends. There's a lot of people talking about where it's going. The truth of the matter is I think it's going to go maybe a little bit higher. That's probably closer to 2,500, I think, is where gold is going to be by the end of this year. That's just my prediction. And I think you're going to see silver up there close to about $34, $35 an ounce. If it hits 35 ounce for silver and gold hits 2,500, we'll watch closely, but that's usually the trigger where you see them revalue gold and silver. All right, or also to skyrocket real quick, and it'll affect the markets. All right, you guys, I wanted to just make this video saying, hey, look at, we did. Some of you guys are going, how did you know? Did you have insider information? No, the insider is the people that I'm listening to that I believe are telling the truth. Kitco, Lynette Zhang, you know what I mean? Those people that we hear, that you guys see me put in the videos, you know, they're real analysts. I like listening to them. Historians of gold and silver. They teach you what you should know. I don't listen to people like JP Morgan or, you know, Goldman and Sachs, crap like that. I don't listen to Yahoo News. You know, I will read their articles, and sometimes they have articles that represent something that I feel is the same thing. I will talk about them, but for the most part, no, this is expected. All right, you guys, so no panic. But anyways, what they're saying is this, that the dollar has gained more value. How the hell is this possible? How is a dollar gaining value when they're pumping money out like it's no big deal? So look at this, copper, a potential casualty of further dollar strength. Yeah, of course, that's all these precious metals will be that way. This pump isn't real. It's not real at all. They're just trying to keep the markets afloat until we get over to election time. They can't keep this up. There's no way in God's green earth they're going to be able to keep this up. All right, so the market is responding to the report that the dollar is much, much more stronger. But you have to ask yourself, how? How is that possible? What's going on? There's nothing that's going on that could be strengthening the dollar at all. There's no reason for it to have increased in value. Okay, you guys? I just wanted to share that with you. I want to make sure that you guys don't panic. Hang tight. Keep telling you, we're riding bodacious. Spurs up. All right, 6.5 on an 8-second ride. All right, you guys, that's it. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. I'll catch you later.